Château Suduiraut 2004 is actually a very remarkable wine from Château Suduiraut. Suduiraut, of course, is a Premier Cru Classé situated in the heart of Sauternes, to the south of the city of Bordeaux, one of the great vineyard terroirs of Bordeaux and of the world, and capable of making some of the greatest and most beautiful vin liquoreux in the world. 2004 was rather difficult because making a great Sauternes is very much a matter of when and how the wonderful phenomenon of the Botrytis cinerea, this magical mushroom that arrives in the vineyard in September and October and November and concentrates the grapes so that we can go through and just pick out the grapes that have been affected and crush them to make this wonderful golden liquid. Everything depends on how that arrives. And there are some years where it's quite easy. There are some years where it hardly comes at all. There are some years when it's quite difficult. And 2004 was a very difficult year. Why? Because during the all-important period in September, October, and indeed we carried on right into the first 2 weeks of November, from time to time we had wonderful arrivals of botrytis, and then we had a bit of rain, and so we had to go through the vineyard 4 times and just pick out the perfect botrytis grapes and leave everything else behind. The result was that we made a very, very small amount of Suduiraut, probably about a quarter of the amount of Suduiraut that we make in a normal year. But that selectivity had an extraordinary result. 2004 is not generally known as a great year in Sauternes, but for me this is one of the most magical wines that we made at Château Suduiraut. It's magical because it's a very beautiful, very delicate, very fine and complex Sauternes made from a year where it was really a major challenge to do that. And the only way we were able to make it like that was because of our desire to make it great, which meant that we were ready to sacrifice 3/4 of our crop to get the wine as beautiful, delicate and pure as it is. So I strongly recommend that you give the 2004 Château Suduiraut a try and just give a thought for all the effort that went into making it this beautiful wine from a difficult year, because it is actually one of the exceptional wines we've ever made.